This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
You have heard so much about him, but in a few minutes you're going to hear from him.
Holla if you hear me.
Talk to me. Say something.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
Hey, what's up? What's happening? How y'all be? Welcome to the Carlos Stargell Show, a channel where you can just vent, be yourself, and speak your mind so freely and expeditiously. Remember, it's not what you say, it's how it's said. So please be mindful and respectable like you want them to be respectable towards you. So just sit back and relax. It's going to be a stone groove. Y'all didn't pay no money, so there's no need for y'all acting funny. And don't you dare be sour. Now it's time for the Carlos Stargell Show with your host, the bona fide G and certified true himself, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Cause soon as they made him, they broke the mold. So now it's time for the Carlos Stargell Show.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
Yo, hey, what's up? What's happening? How y'all be? Tell me something good, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls. Welcome to the Carlos Stargell Show, a channel where you can just vent, be yourself, and speak your mind so freely and expeditiously. But at the same time, it's not what you say, it's how it's said. So please be mindful and respectful to others as you want the same done unto you. So sit back and relax and enjoy, because it's going to be a stone groove. That's right. Y'all didn't pay no money, so there's no need for y'all acting funny. And don't you dare be sour. Now it's time for the Carlos Stargell Show with the bona fide G and certified true Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Because after they made me, they broke the mold. So now it's time for the Carlos Stargell Show. And guess what, y'all?
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
Hey, what's happening? What's up? How y'all be? Tell me something good, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, and many of y'all all in around the world. Like I say, this is going to be a stone groove. Y'all didn't pay no money, so there's no need for y'all acting funny. And don't you dare be sour, so just kick back and just enjoy the Carlos Stargell Show. Yes, I'm your host, that bona fide G and certified true Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Cause soon as they made me, guess what, y'all? They broke the mold. That's right, and they never lied. But now, let me see what the weather is right now. Okay. It's 66 degrees here in Burlington, North Carolina, but guess what? Rain is on its way, y'all. So, well, can't win them all, but hey, that's okay. It's still a beautiful day in the neighborhood, I tell y'all that much. And again, I want to give shout outs to everybody whose birthday today, March the 22nd. Happy birthday. And I want to give shout outs to everybody all in around the world, including Canada and Mexico. And I want to give my shout outs to everybody in the Dirty South.
Atlanta, Georgia.
That's right. Oh yeah. Before I went live, I wanted to go a little earlier today, but I said, nah, I gotta. Well, you know when they say priorities first, shoot, I had to catch me a nap.
Holla if you hear me.
Y'all know how that go, but hey, it be like that sometimes. But just want to let y'all know that y'all will forever be on my mind. Let y'all know that y'all always on my mind, man. Just want to let y'all know too at the same time that I appreciate all the viewers, first time, recurring, unique, and new viewers. So if you haven't subscribed, and if you find it in your heart and you feel it in the depths of your soul, please hit that like or that subscription bell. I sure would appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, because I need all the love and support I can get. But hey, it's all good. I mean, like I said, all I can do is ask. It's up to y'all to do it. So it's all good, though. But what I want to talk about is Friday. Today's Friday. It's the weekend NCAA tournament. WWE SmackDown tonight. I think it's on 400. Well, I hope it's on Fox, but hey, I'm still gonna watch it regardless. Oh yeah, when I was talking to y'all earlier, it was like I said, what I talked about. It wasn't about. I didn't put, at least as y'all can tell, I didn't put nobody's name because I wanted to protect everybody's privacy. Because to be honest with you, I mean, I don't want to hear nobody telling me how I scandalized their name or whatever. But hey, if the shoe fit, wear it. If you're guilty, it'll show. But that's one thing I can say too. I'm not trying to call nobody out, but even though some people deserve to be called out, but hey, but you know what though? I'm a bigger person than that. I don't have to stoop to nobody's level to get even.
Holla if you hear me.
Cause guess what? After it's all said and done, they're gonna have to be held accountable and answer to a higher power than me. I mean, I don't have to get even. The one who they have to answer to, they'll get them.
Talk to me. Say something.
Yes, and I'm talking about God. But that's okay though. When what I said earlier, what I talked about earlier, is the truth. Like I said, like I told y'all earlier, if y'all have to pay somebody just to cover up your mess and to justify your bullshit, guess what? Not only you beyond guilty, but you way past ignorant. You know what I'm saying? If you have to do that, that lets you know how ignorant you really are. I mean, I'm not trying to put nobody down or talk about nobody, but hey, it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. But like I say, ignorance is already at an all-time high. And like I say, a mind is a terrible thing in the ways, and there's a lot of them out there that need to understand that. Now, I'm going to say this again. If you have to, like I said, if you have to go through desperate measures just to really get what you want, and especially if you're guilty of what you did, you already done proved and let the world know that you're not worth a shit. And I'm just telling it like it is. Because like I said, when I had heard the word that somebody was trying to pay somebody just to get information, go through somebody just to get information about somebody else, that let me know not only that's low down and dirty, but that's beyond ignorant. And to let you know too, that person was beyond stupid. And then if you're that desperate to do that, you are beyond stupid and ignorant. So all we can do for people like y'all is just pray for you, because only God got the answers to everything. And also remember and think about it too. Like I told y'all too, those are the ones. Not only they guilty, but they conscious of kicking their butt so bad that they'll do anything just to clear their conscience by any means necessary. But guess what? Sometimes that don't always work, because if you do it your way, it'll always backfire. So guess what? I don't worry about it. You can't worry about it no more. But all you can do is leave it in the hands of God, because God has to find an answer to everything.
Holla if you hear me.
Talk to me. Say something.
But I will like people like that that's guilty of anything, any wrongdoing they did to you. And then, like I said, you got some people who will be sincere, who are sincere, but you got the majority of the people who's FOS, translation, acronym, full of shit. And that's on the real No, I know nobody's perfect and we not on this earth to judge or whatever. But if your eyes can see and your ears hear and you experience, there's nothing nobody can tell you. Only person you have to answer, only person that led you was the Lord. So man can't tell you how you supposed to feel, how you supposed to react, what you supposed to say or react or whatever. But think about this at the same time. Please, no matter how mad, I just say this right here, anybody. No matter how mad a person might get or be, remember one thing that needs to be done, and I practice this every day. Think before you act out. Don't let your emotions override. Don't let your emotions override your actions, because if you let that happen, then you might wind up in places you might not want to be. It could be behind a 4x5 cell, in a hospital, psych ward, or either a graveyard, 6 feet under. So, like I say, just think before you let your emotions take over, because nobody deserves to be behind bars, and nobody deserves to be 6 feet under, and nobody deserves to be in a sanitarium.
Holla if you hear me.
Talk to me. Say something.
And see, that's what the system wants. Wants that done to a lot of people, especially people of color. I mean, I'm not trying to be difficult, but it's the truth. The system is already designed to put us down, put people down, oppress them, and make sure that they don't have nothing. And I hate to say this, this is the land of the many, and this is the land of the greedy. And we damn sure poor, and we don't know why. But that's okay though. Like I always say too, the good always outweigh the bad.
Holla if you hear me.
And guess what? Love will conquer hate.
Talk to me. Say something.
And you got to do what's best for you. And you got to do whatever. You got to do what makes you happy. Especially if it's positive. And guess what? And I try to practice that a lot. Try to practice to do what makes me happy. And I just try to stay righteous, remain humble, and all that. But to the system, if y'all don't like it,
Fuck you. I don't give a damn. Fuck you. I don't give a damn.
and I had to release that. I had to make sure I had to get that off my chest. But what I'm trying to say now, like I said, life is too short for just ignorance and stupidity. I mean, like I said, when you get older, you're supposed to get wiser. It seems like some people get older and they get more stupid every time. And like I say, when a person got to go, just like I said, when a person go through desperate measures just to justify their mess. Well, I'm just gonna say this right here. This is for the people who do that. I've been highly recognized to get on this podcast just to let y'all know that y'all ain't shit. And that's on the real for real. I mean, if you do want to clear your conscience and you know you haven't done nothing wrong, and long as it's positive, salute.
Holla if you hear me.
But the ones who do that and they know knowing they guilt is kicking their butt and their conscience is kicking their ass or whatever, and they trying to justify their mess like they never did nothing wrong. Well, guess what? No sympathy and no respect for me. And if, like I said, and it's the truth, and if you don't like it,
Fuck you. I don't give a damn.
cause like I said, you got some people. Now, let me tell y'all something. There's a difference between sincerity and BU double hockey stick sugar or honey iced tea, which spells bullshit. Now you could tell the ones who, well, put it like this, the real from the fake. And you could tell the ones who sincere and they heart is pure and they care themselves accordingly. I can work with people like that all day, every day. And that's on the real for real.
Holla if you hear me.
But people that I know that's guilty, and I know they always got something up their sleeve, and I know they don't have good intentions. And in the words of Flavor Flav,
I can't do nothing for you, man.
that's right. But like I say, and for that person who call themselves trying to pay somebody to get information, just to get to that person to get information out of somebody, I'm just gonna say this from the bottom of my heart.
They full of shit.
So like I say too, don't fall for whatever, and
Don't believe the hype.
because guess what? People like that, if they go through desperate measures just to justify their bullshit, guess what? They always got some up their sleeve. So they let you know right there. Don't fall for their crap. Don't believe the hype. Don't trust them. And don't let them get close to you at all. That's the key right there. You can still, it's a right way and a wrong way for any and everything. So the right way to do it is just don't pay it no attention. Don't feed in. Don't believe the hype. Don't bow down and kiss them where they want to be kissed. And don't co-sign bullshit. Now, some people do it the wrong way. They gonna come at them with full force. They gonna come out for blood. They gonna curse them out. They gonna want to fight or whatever. No, don't do that. It's not worth it. Just like I was always told. They reap what they sow. What goes around comes around. What you do will come back to you. And I'm gonna say this right here. But in reality, karma's a bitch. Payback is a motherfucker. And revenge is very, very sweet. So that's why I say too, you gotta be careful who you hurt and who you mistreat. Because you never know what's going through a person's mind after they've been hurt or mistreated. Because you got some people that could be silent for years and you don't know that they out for blood. I mean, people handle stuff different in their own way, but like I always say too, it's always a right way and a wrong way for any and everything.
Holla if you hear me.
Talk to me. Say something.
And that's the honest to God truth, because I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of people I would love to get even with. But I'm gonna tell you the best way to get even with somebody, just don't say nothing. Keep it moving. Because like I say, karma's a bitch. And karma will deal with them better than you can. So just try to, like I always say, keep on living righteous, stay humble, and just continue to be cordial. Because after it's all said and done, they'll get theirs. Don't worry about it. It might not be where you want it, but it's always on time. And that's the truth. Living witness. Yes, Lord. And I just want to say, not trying to boast, but I'm so glad I grew up I'm so glad during that time I grew up in a religious environment. I didn't understand it for the life of me when I was young, but now that I'm older, I look back at stuff now. All I can say is I thank the Lord all day, every day for from how I grew up, because I thank God I never been behind bars. I thank God I never went to juvenile as a kid, jail or prison as an adult. I thank God. I just thank God for all that. I think there's a lot of stuff I thank God for, but there's a lot of stuff I wouldn't dare try to call nobody out to put them down for, because like I said, we on this earth, we are in no position to place judgment on anybody. We don't live in glass houses, so we really need to stop throwing stones. I mean, like I said, people make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. But I'm gonna say this: you got some that just can't. You got some that's addicted to a lot of stuff, and they can't handle. They can't handle their addiction. So, hey, it's on them. But like I say, all we can do is pray, because guess what? Like I always say, God always had a final answer. We don't. So I mean, you got a lot of people say don't want to acknowledge that, but hey, I do believe in the Lord. I mean, even though I grew up Christianity, Muslim, all at the same time, but guess what? We all serve one God, and we got to act on one accord. And that's the key right there. When I told a friend of mine years ago, a customer at Kroger, because I told him that my grandfather on my dad's side was Muslim, and my grandfather on my dad's side was a deacon, and on my mom's side, my grandfather was Muslim. And he was like, "So you grew up knowing how to act?" I said, "That's right, brother, on one accord." And when I said that, I think when I told him that, that literally knocked him off his feet, meaning it blew his mind. And he told me that was the best answer he could have got from anybody. All I can say, praise God. That's all I can say. And ever since then, he's one of them customers I enjoy when they come up to Kroger. And like I say, if I was to see him today, I still would show him love, because that's the type of person I am if I was in Georgia. But guess what? I'm really like 4.5, 5 hours away. But it's all good. But I still have my connections. I still talk to my people down there, even though I don't see you physically. But guess what? Y'all know that not only y'all in my heart, but Georgia will always be on my mind, even though I don't live there no more. And I just want to say this before I go. A friend of mine, even though I think he was really hurt that I left, and I heard it in his voice yesterday, and I know I mean, come on now, like I told him, it wasn't personal, cause he gonna always be my boy. Cause look, believe me, not only before I left Georgia, but every time I came down, I tried to always make it my business so I could see him, because guess what? He let me know all the time. I always been there for him and his old lady. And that lets you know right there. That's what you call love, a friendship. I mean, and like I said, it's not always about family. It's more about loyalty. So, like I said, blood don't mean shit without loyalty.
Holla if you hear me.
And I had to say that. But like I said, we all make mistakes. But hope and pray to God that a lot of us will acknowledge, admit, and correct and carry on. Cause that's all we can do. I mean, like I said, none of us are perfect. But at least try to strive for righteousness. That's all we can do. Now, what's so hard about striving to do right? Nothing. Just do it. That's all we can say. I mean, like I said, you got some people that won't even try. And look, like my dad used to always tell me, there's no failure. I mean, it's a failure when you don't try. And he was right. So guess what? As long as you try, you'll never fail. I always remember that. Just try. But like Sly Stone said, you can make it if you try. And I do believe that. And I have. And I've done that because I'm a living witness. So remember, you can make it if you try. And if you don't try, you fail. Yes, that's the bottom line. But in a way, this session is up. I want to thank all the viewers, first time, recurring, new, and unique viewers for checking out, viewing, tuning in, and watching the Carlos Stargell Show. I really appreciate the views. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, and if you find it in your heart and you feel it in the depths of your soul, please hit the like or the subscription bell. Yeah, I really would appreciate it. And I
need all the love and support I can get.
But it's all good though. And earlier I wanted to thank my cousin for being on the live chat, James Nash. I want to give him thanks for joining in. I love you, cuz. And I want to give my love and shout outs to my fiance, Veronica, for always supporting me. And I really appreciate all that too. And I want to thank, like I said, I want to thank everybody who took the time to check out, view, and watch the Carlos Stargell Show. So, like I said, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the like or the subscription bell.
I sure would appreciate it.
But like I said, I'm gonna say this again, y'all. Say this again. I want to thank everybody who took the time to watch the Carlos Stargell Show. So, like I said, I plan to do a special session Sunday around, I don't know what time yet, but I plan to do something special. Not Zoom, not live streaming with YouTube, just me. But I'm not gonna tell you what it is because I don't want to get y'all hopes up but hopefully I will be back Sunday afternoon. But in a way, until then, y'all, God bless you. I love you. Y'all be good. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other. And by all means,
please behave yourself.
And stop the violence. Increase the peace. Word to Big Bird. So, thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in, check out, view, and watch the Carlos Stargell Show with me, the bonafide G, certified true Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Because when they made me, they broke the mold. So until the next time, y'all, peace. 2 fingers. I'm out of here like last year. Later when you're straighter.